Ya pemirsa, Anda masih bersama kami di Bangka Magelang, ruang rubuknya Wong Magelang. Kembali lagi bersama Laura. Hai Laura. And then we're going to continue about our talks that's so interesting. I really want to know how to, how to celebrate something and then you shout as a Mexican. But then you want to show us?
I can. Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe we can do that on the last segments if you don't mind, right? At the end of segments.
I have everything. I just need to go for lemon, so I'll do it for you at the end to close the show. That would be great.
Yes, that would be better. Yeah, we can do it together. Me here in Indonesia and you're in Mexican. We can do it better using this virtual platform. Okay, let's continue about the best destination in Mexico. Let us know.
Okay, so there are two. In this first segment, I will tell you about Mexico City main square and also some pyramids that are close by, and another state that is called Querétaro, and a mountain that is there, very beautiful to climb. I tried to choose something that are similar to Indonesia.
Oh,
so
that's
first
interesting.
I chose Mexico City.
Okay, we can compare the two of them, right?
Yeah, sure. So as I told you, Mexico City reminded me, Jakarta reminded me of Mexico City because it has, of course, the national palace, and it has the government there, and different neighborhoods, and a lot of art museums with the culture of Indonesia. And so in Mexico City, it's also the same. We have museums with Mexican culture, and also close by we have some temples, pyramids. So for Mexico City, beginning there in the center, we have in the national square, we have the national palace, where, for example, the president shouts for the independence from that balcony in the Independence Day. So that's the national palace. There is also a museum inside, and you can know about Benito Juarez. That is one of the most important presidents of our history. And also you have a lot of murals. Murals are very big paintings on the walls. For example, by Diego Rivera. And Diego Rivera is a very, very renowned muralist in Mexico. Yeah, who was married to Frida Kahlo. And Frida Kahlo is also very known, like in culture of arts in Mexico. She was a Mexican painter, a woman. And but you can see in the pictures that there is this mural that talks about Mexican history that is inside the National Palace. And you can see how it goes from the Aztecs to the first revolution, independence, then the revolution, and you see all this, like, also criticism of politics, and it's very interesting to explain, but I would need a lot of time to explain all of that.
I know
but
that. We just only have a short time to describe a lot of things. It's like, Laura, when I talk about Indonesia, I want to talk everything about Indonesia. It's like if you're going to talk about Mexico, it's like going never end, right?
Actually, I think I can compare this with the national monument in Jakarta. If you go inside, they have all this history of Jakarta and Indonesia, how you get your indepence, and all these, like, Dutch people when they came to colonize. And we have the same. We have colonization from Spanish people. So we can compare that, the National Palace insights, the history with the insights of the national monument in Indonesia. Then next to the National Palace, we have the Templo Mayor, the great temple, major temple, that was from the Aztecs. The Aztecs was the most important culture of the post-classic period. So we have pre-classic, classic, post-classic, which is the last period of the cultures, native cultures in Mexico. They were a warrior empire. They were known for example, all these human sacrifices that you see in movies. This was the only culture that made this, but it was not considered a sacrifice. It was more considered like an offering to the gods,
I see.
especially to Huitzilopochtli, and that is like a warrior god. So, well, we have this temple, and it has 7 layers because each new Tlatoani.
This is really new information for me. This is really new about the temple. I just know that there is a temple there. That would be interesting. Continue, please.
Yeah. So this temple is still there because when the Spanish came, they destroyed the temple, and they built on top of it a Catholic cathedral because they wanted to impose Catholicism. But because the temple had 7 layers, because each time there was a new king or Tlatoani. Tlatoani is the name of the kings for the Mexicas or Aztecs. This Tlatoani would build a new level on top. So there were 7 levels, and they destroyed the first 4. But we have some layers of the third, the second, and the first. So they made this museum around this the leftovers of the temple, explaining all this. And you can find, for example, the Chacmo, which is like a little guy lying down like this. And there they used to put the sacrifices, like. They say maybe human heart. It sounds very like savage, but for them it was an offering for the god, so that the days would continue and there will be prosperity. So, well, each culture has their own ways.
True.
The Mexicas or Aztecs, they were a little more, they are like warriors.
But how's nowadays?
Well, they
how's nowadays about the people and about the temple? How nowadays?
I don't understand the question.
How about the nowadays, the temple and the Mexican?
The new days? No, we are not. We still have around 75 cultures in Mexico, but they are like in little. They're better preserved in little towns, and not really in the city. But we have even Nahuatl, that was a language spoken by the Aztecs, is still very strong in some towns. So we have a lot of dialects and languages, which is really nice. Like I went once to a town and I could not understand anything. It was like being in Indonesia because they spoke their own language.
I got it.
We have a lot of cultures. And
we will continue
Mexico,
after the break, Laura. I apologize. We can continue after this break. This is so interesting for me, especially there is a lot of information and new knowledge about the Mexico. We can continue after this. Jadi pemirsa, tadi Laura menjelaskan bagaimana kehidupan di sana dan juga bagaimana ternyata beragam agama juga ada di sana. Mulai dari agama-agama yang dianutnya, ada Kristen juga dan juga ada penjajahan juga yang diceritakan, penjajahan Spanyol yang memang mempengaruhi sendi-sendi kehidupan di Meksiko. Kita lanjutkan kembali pemirsa setelah jeda pariwara berikut ini.